Hey, Kevin Wright here. I thought you'd be interested in a question that came up at one of my recent Monday morning Q&A sessions. I go out live on YouTube at 8:30 every Monday morning, and a bunch of people jump on and ask me questions about property finance, and I answer them. So watch this video to see what answer I gave to this question. What happens if you purchase a house through auction and you don't complete within the time frame? Yeah, well, that's a good question, because you've only got in a traditional auction, you've only got usually 28 days, have seen 14 days, have seen 42 days, but most of them work on a 28-day completion. So what happens? Well, what should happen on the 28th day, or close of business on the 28th day, is the auction seller's solicitor should send your solicitor what's called a notice to complete. And that is giving you an extension of 10 days. So in other words, you've got a window of opportunity. You've missed the 28 days, but you've now got a smaller opportunity of 10 days to get the deal done. If you miss that, well, you're in the seller's hands. Now, you should have been communicating with them through that time, and they may choose to cut you a bit of slack. So if you say, hey, look, give me another 7 days, and I know I've had 28, and I know I've had another 10, but give me another 7 days, and my finance is almost there. Now, they could choose to say, okay, we'll let you run with it, but it's their choice, not yours. Equally, they could say, no, you've messed us about too much. We're going to just take your 10% deposit that you paid as the forfeiture clause for not being able to perform, not being able to complete on time, and we'll put it in the next auction. And if that's what they want to do, then quite simply, Zach, you're stuffed. So it's been an expensive lesson not to mess about with auction times. Now, is that the end of it? Not necessarily. So let's just say that you agreed to, we'll use the same figures we used earlier, just when we're talking about auctions before. So let's say you completed with JCM's question. Let's say your winning bid in the auction was 156,000. So you put down 15,600 deposit to exchange with the auction house on the day as a 10% deposit. And because you've exchanged contracts, you're now legally bound to complete. And you didn't do it in the 10 days, you didn't do it 28 days, didn't do it in the 10 days. And the seller says, no, I'm not giving you more time. Give me that 15,600. And I'm going to stick it in the next auction. Now, let's just say in the next auction, the buyers aren't quite so keen. So the winning bid in the next auction is not the 156 you paid, but let's say it's 140. So now the seller's got 16 grand less in their bank than they would have done had you completed. So you've already paid them your 10% deposit, the 15,600. Now they're going to come after you for the shortfall. So now they're going to say, well, hey, we're 16 grand down because you didn't complete when you said you would. So we want that 16 grand shortfall. And the contract says you're obligated to pay it. So that's what happens if you don't complete on an auction purchase. I think that's a good question, actually, Zach. So thanks for that. Now, if you found that question and my answer interesting, there's a whole load more of this that goes on a Monday morning. Now, you can either log in through YouTube, or you can join my Facebook group, Recycle Your Cash for Property Investors, and get it streamed through there. The link is on this page. And if you want access to my whole back catalogue of Q&As, which is well over 50 hours of viewing time, then I've got a way to do that. Join Fiverr Tribe and you can get access to that back catalogue with a simple word search facility. So just type in the question that you want answers to and it'll come up on screen almost instantaneously all the times that I've mentioned your particular keyword. It's like having a property finance Wikipedia, I guess. How do you access this? By joining my Fiverr Tribe. Click the link on the page and guess what? It's a £5 a month. So I look forward to seeing you at future Q&As.